If you're having a hard time finding your meaning and purpose, this video is the first step to discovering what success means to you. The first step is developing your own personal mission statement, or your own personal philosophy. This philosophy focuses heavily on what you want to be, or your character, and what you want to do, your contributions and achievements. It's the place that you set your important standards and goals. A good personal mission statement gives you security, guidance, wisdom, and power that will control how you act in your everyday life. Now that you know its purpose, let's figure out how to write one so you could figure out your purpose. A good mission statement has 5 distinct traits that you will want to incorporate into your own mission. Trait number 1. This should come as really obvious, but your mission statement needs to be personal. It can't be generic or something that really has no straight meaning. It has to be unique and custom to you. If it's not personal, it's not going to have meaning and you're not going to care to follow it. Trait number 2, it needs to be positive. Don't focus on everything bad and that you don't want to be or do. Focus on everything that's good and that you do want to be and do. You see, when you focus on the positive, your life will become happier and optimistic as you follow your purpose. Trait number 3 is extremely important. This needs to be written in present tense. You see, when you write it in future tense, such as I will be or I will do, your subconscious mind thinks it hasn't already occurred. When you write it as a present tense, you're already saying you are these things, and your subconscious mind and your habits will form around this. You'll try to become exactly what you say you are. Trait number 4, it has to be visual. You must be able to imagine yourself being who you said you were and doing what you said you would do. This allows you to believe it's true, to trust the process, to make it happen. Number 5, it has to be emotional. It should appeal deeply to your emotions and your values. When it is emotional, it gives you a very strong desire and belief to turn it into a reality. Next, you want your center, your core mission, to be based on the correct principles. When they are focused on the correct principles, they won't change, which will allow for your security, guidance, wisdom, and power to grow and develop. If you're not quite sure what I mean by principles, some examples include the principle of importance of family, and the principle that you will treat others how you would wish to be treated, and another principle of having high integrity and being a good role model. When you are focused on a balance of the correct principles, not only will the principles themselves not change, but their levels of importance will not change either. For example, you don't want to start as valuing family over money, and then decide, no, I'm going to value money over family, and then decide, no, I'm going to value pleasure over money and family. Your center and your principles should never change. Your understanding of these principles might change. Your principle-centered mission should influence all aspects of your life. When you make choices based on this foundation, you are making your own choices that are not based on other circumstances. You know your choice is most effective because it's based on your long-term goals. Your choices will contribute to your ultimate life goals and values. Building this strong foundation is key to mastering your own independence and life meaning. Now let's talk about putting it onto paper. You first want to define your mission, what you want to be and do. You next want to define actions to get there. How will you do this? Next, you define roles, which is the roles in which you will complete your missions. Let's not forget while writing this, you need to keep it personal, positive, present tense, visual, and emotional. Now I'll provide some examples from my own personal mission so you'll understand the process of writing this. Okay, so on my personal mission statement, I have 5 main categories that I classify as my missions. Number 1, live a life that will bring me true happiness and success. 2, be an effective leader and role model. 3, always hold true to my integrity and values. 4, improve the lives of other people. And number 5, my life achievements. From here, I will break it down into the actions that will be required to reach these missions. Let's use always hold true to my integrity and values as the example. So the actions that I have written to make sure I achieve this mission are as follows. I treat others how I wish to be treated. I am respectful, kind, and chivalrous to all people. I seek to understand both sides before I show judgment. I remain calm and do not crush someone's self-esteem in an argument. I focus on the roots of my character before the leaves of my personal ethic. I am honest and stay true to my commitments. I do not change how I live because of the opinions of others. Notice that all of these actions have been written in present tense. saying I already do all of the things I have stated to reach my mission. Present tense is important when trying to influence the subconscious mind to follow your mission. Now let's talk about executing these actions in the different roles. Let's use I remain calm and do not crush someone else's self-esteem in an argument as an example. So one role I could complete this in is as a son. When my parents are arguing with me, telling me something to do, I'm not going to tell them they're terrible parents and they have no idea what they're doing. That would be just rude and would crush their self-esteem. Furthermore, when I'm working as an employee and my boss orders me to do something that I don't think is a good idea, I'm not going to tell him he has no idea what he's doing. You're a terrible boss and a terrible manager. I will remain calm and I will try to seek to understand their side before I show judgment. When you have a personal mission statement, your missions are your goals. You define what's important to you and how you will execute what's important to you every day. This is extremely crucial in finding your life's meaning and purpose because it gives you a roadmap to your success. Now that you have your roadmap, you can make effective plans to following the path to success. I really hope you gained something of value from this video, and if you did, I would really appreciate it if you left a like. Also, check out my other videos where I help you build a better life.